Could you live forever? The potential to store and revive tens of thousands of cryogenically frozen people has been made possible by a new facility, raising questions about its practicality. However, whether or not this ambitious plan is attainable remains to be seen. How do you freeze people? The concept of cryogenic freezing to preserve life has been around since the late 1960s. Cancer patient James Bedford was the first person to be frozen, and his body is still in cold storage, courtesy of cryopioneer Edward Hope, who designed the capsule he was placed in. For years, various organizations and companies have been providing similar services with varying degrees of success. Unfortunately, outdated freezing techniques or improper storage was often the result, which led to subpar services. Cryogenic freezing of sperm, eggs, stem cells, embryos and other small tissue samples has become commonplace in various countries for both research and reproductive medicine. This process has allowed scientists to explore countless possibilities that weren't available before. In the early 2000s, Gregory Fahey and his team conducted an experiment to cryopreserve a rabbit kidney. The antifreeze cocktail they used proved successful, as the organ was able to maintain its functionality after it was thawed and transplanted back into the donor. Valentine has been inspired by the recent advancements in science and technology, giving him and his financiers, who are funding the Timeship mission, assurance that cryopreservation of a human is possible. In 2015, 21st Century Medicine revealed a remarkable vitrification technique that kept pig and rabbit brains intact, without any noticeable harm. This breakthrough indicated the potential for future preservation practices. In the same year, researchers from Alcor, a company related to Timeship, were astonished to discover that tiny worms frozen and then unfrozen maintained their cognitive capabilities, and even recollected information they had learned before they were deep frozen. Valentine and the rest of the cryonics community consider these studies evidence that, with the latest scientific technologies, it is possible to preserve human organs, brains, memories, and personalities after being frozen. Cryonics requires technology that hasn't even been conceptualized yet, leaving those who have opted for it to hope that one day scientists will be able to revive them and heal their illnesses. Even if they are frozen perfectly when they pass away, it still remains a long shot. However, he has one major concern with the main objective of the Timeship mission: keeping corpses preserved. Freezing a person below ultra-low temperatures is a feat in itself, so it stands to reason that reviving them would be difficult. However, there exists a possibility that we may eventually be able to bring them back in the future. There is no denying that when people are frozen, they will stay dead upon thawing. So regardless of the state they were in prior to being frozen, they will remain deceased when unfrozen. What happens when you are unfrozen? It's impossible to tell what the world would be like hundreds of years from now, but it's clear that reviving someone from the dead will require innovative problem-solving to overcome the logistical issues. You'd be left with nothing if you were to wake up in the future. All your money, friends and family would be gone, and it may be hard for you to find a job. No matter the level of advancement of the society, it will still be challenging for someone from the past. As life expectancy continues to rise, environmentalists are beginning to raise questions about how our planet would fare with the world's population living longer than ever before. Valentine is not interested in discussing hypotheticals right now. The world has evolved in unexpected ways and could be vastly different. The chances are high that we end up moving to other planets or adapting ourselves to survive in other environments. It's almost impossible to ignore the incredible progress our species has made in just a few decades. Valentine believes that embracing these ideas is only a matter of time.